favorite?
The black one.
I don't need to pick a favorite after that.
Season 6!
Wow.
I'm being honest. I've said that. That's the 4th time I've said in an interview that my favorite Spice Girl is Scary Spice. I mean, I'm not.
Well, there's certain ways you can put it to make it more punchy. Okay, so I'm going to talk about my relationship with plants here on Good Mythical More. Welcome, by the way, to Good Mythical More. It's the show after the show where anything goes. Like right now, look at it going. It's just going. Anything. Plants here. What I want to do is, before I get into my relationship, I want to ask.
What kind of plants are these?
I want to ask you a question about these plants. Then I want to unpack our intro just a little bit.
Unpack it?
I just want to make a couple of remarks about that.
Premium.
And then I want to talk about my relationship that I've developed with my wife's plants. So first off, what are we gonna do with these? Are we also conducting the experiment? Because we're already blowing it. They're both here for Good Mythical. Should we?
This is gonna be tough.
The problem is, keeping plants alive is gonna be tough. I think it's for us. Are we participating in the experiment? Or are we just asking them to do it? Because what's gonna happen is we are not going to adequately participate, and both of our plants are gonna die.
I don't necessarily think that we should commit to anything.
We need you to commit to things. We're committed to doing the show so that the plants can watch it. We need you to be committed to.
Well, it's a different experiment.
Hashtag GMM plant.
These plants are fake. Can't watch it. They're at it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a different experience. That's next season 7.
Who are we kidding?
Yeah. But I will take these home.
I think we need more plants in our workspace.
In life.
In our workspace. So what I'm gonna do is,
how big will these get?
Huge. I mean, like they're gonna take over.
Are these trees or are these just plants?
These are trees. We're gonna put these on our desks.
Contest?
We're doing our own little contest.
Look, whose plants grow better? This is a different experiment. Who's a better?
I'm not in charge of watering your plants.
Who's got a greener thumb? You gave me the one that's already got a dead leaf.
Well, okay, so. We've solved that. We're gonna put these on our desk, but I'm not watering your plants, okay? Do you want me to water your plants? No. Because I will. I'd be glad to.
I've never had a plant die in my care. I've never cared for a plant.
Lies. Second thing, there's always a concern when you do something new in life that is public in nature that there's gonna be a backlash. Now, when you make an internet show, and you have an intro for a long period of time. Now, observation, this is our 3rd intro. When we moved from the toast in like season 1 or season 2 to having the animated intro with the cockatrice and everything, I don't remember there being any backlash, but I don't know if I just don't want to see complaints in the comments with our new intro because I'm very excited about it.
You must like it.
You must like it. One thing that I'm very excited about is that no longer will I be watching something like on television out of the corner of my eye and some crappy commercial comes on and the theme from Good Mythical Morning is the music that they used.
Yeah, just to explain how that works, we used royalty-free music for the intro, meaning that anyone could go to the site where it was.
We didn't make it ourselves. We bought it from a website.
And they can use it for their own commercial or whatever, and we got tired of seeing that. So we commissioned our friends Pamplemousse.
Yeah, Jack and Natalie.
They're great.
Yeah, they're great, and the music is great. I think it makes a great statement. So we're asking for I'm sure you like it, but there's gonna be people who are gonna complain about
people don't like change.
People don't like change. So we release you to release positivity into the comments around this updated intro. Now, so that's the music aspect of it. I'm really excited about that. And then you've got the visual aspect of it, which Digital Twigs, we commissioned them to follow in the footsteps of what they made for the Mythical show here too. So if you look at it close, I think it's pretty obvious that
that's a real chicken.
These are
an actual living, breathing chicken.
The vast majority of the
genetically modified
has been fashioned by them in real life.
Yeah, it's not a real chicken.
What do they call that? Practical, Stevie.
Yeah, but they actually, there is a chicken, it's fake, a cockatrice that exists in the world right now that has feathers on it, and they, I don't, how big is that thing?
I thought we were gonna get that. Can we ask them?
I mean, are you interested in
they didn't feed it to something.
how big it is? Do you picture it being this big, or do you picture it being this big?
Yeah, we haven't seen it in person, but
they build all this stuff, and they actually move a camera through it. So
because they're awesome.
Thanks to Digital Twigs for doing that.
So yeah, new beginnings. Of course, Thursday's gonna have a new fresh little mail thing happening with it.
Since when?
We have plants.
I like first of all, I like the way they frame us.
Frame us.
Maybe we should just put them on set.
There's no sunlight.
All we have is
they would die.
Pictures of plants on set.
They would die. You may remember that it's been weeks ago now that my wife and kids went away for like almost 2 weeks and left me here to work and try to continue living. And I didn't have a lot of responsibilities, but one of my responsibilities was plants, watering the plants. Another responsibility was feeding the fish.
Yeah. What about hermit crabs?
And yeah, and there were, well, here's what they did. The kids, Lily has 2 fish, and Lincoln has Professor. You remember Professor from the Mythical Show, maybe. He has him in his room, and they each put up signs, like huge signs. Dad, don't forget to feed the fish. Professor takes 4 pellets of food every morning.
They've lived with you long enough to know that you need special instructions.
Yeah, and then Lily, written instructions, right under the fish. Dad, my fish are special. They each get 5 pellets a day.
Your whole life is like Memento.
When I go out the front door.
Your kids have left notes everywhere.
Yeah, it's like not tattooed on my body. They didn't tattoo
Well, when
me.
you get older, they'll have tattoos all over you.
I go to exit my house, and there's a big poster board that Lily has written that says, Dad, turn around and feed the fish. Like, she was convinced I was gonna kill her fish.
And I guarantee you that you relied on those.
I did.
Yeah.
And I was like, last thing I want to do is kill their fish.
Yeah.
What they didn't mention is if I've taken care of the hermit crabs.
Ooh.
So like 4 days in, I was like, what about the hermit crabs? And
Oh, they don't need food. Is that what you said?
so, well, I thought they were like reptiles, that they didn't need a lot of water or anything.
Yeah.
But I gave them water, and I cut up some peppers and whatever. But then when the kids came back home, I was like, one of those hermit crabs hasn't moved. It may be dead. There's 3 in there. And lo and behold, it was. I had killed one of the hermit crabs.
But didn't you say it was upside down?
It wasn't upside down. Christy picks up the shell, picks up the hermit crab, and vroom, guy just falls right out of the shell, dead as a doornail.
Oh, well.
I felt horrible, but it was Lincoln's, and so Lincoln was like, "It's okay, Dad." And he wasn't sad, but he wasn't happy.
Well, that's a hermit
But
crab.
if it was Lando, if it was Lily, they would have each been devastated in their own way, especially Lily, I think. And you know what? She should have been.
You can only have so much of a relationship with a crab.
I apologize profusely. But can you have a relationship with plants?
Oh, yeah.
The answer turns out to be yes. I mean, I knew that the best way I could show Christy I love her was not killing her plants. I don't know what that says about my kids with the crabs, but we'll leave that to another day. I just found myself watering these plants, and after a few days, I was conversing with the plants. Like, hey, does this feel good to you? Kind of a thing. Maybe, okay. I didn't say that. I didn't say, does this feel good to you?
What were you doing?
Said,
watering it? Or
I was watering.
caressing it?
Hey, I was watering.
You like that?
I was like, hey. Anything that I tell you that I say is going to be interpreted as something inappropriate.
No, that's not true. It's not true at all.
Okay,
You're
whatever.
the one who said.
But I was having a. Stop laughing. I was having a relationship with these plants.
What brought this on though? Because we hadn't even talked about this. Yeah.
Loneliness.
It was like a Wilson thing talking to the.
It kind of was. It was like, hey guys, I hope you're getting all the water you need. And
But was it for you or was it for the plants? Because it sounds like it was for you.
it was for me, but I went out there and the pepper plant was really droopy, and I was like, oh, you look sad. And then I watered the plant. And
How
then,
loudly did you say this?
like
Your neighbors
under
hear
my
it?
breath. Under my breath. You look so sad. You look sad. It actually makes it more fun.
Does that feel good?
You whispered to him.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
It makes
you
it
made
more
an
fun.
ASMR video for your plant.
It makes it. Well, here's the thing. as human beings, we want to have be in a relationship,
Yeah.
and I think when you're caring for plants, you want to feel like there's some emotional reciprocation. You want to feel like they have feelings, and when they're droopy, you want to say they're sad. And then when you give them water, and then the next day the pepper plant perks up. You're like, oh, I made you happy.
Right.
I made you happy.
Yeah, and that's how most
you are happy because of
that's
me.
the theory behind most of these things is that people are. Most of this comes from just average people just taking care of plants. They're like, well, the plants that I talk to always respond. Well, it's probably the other way around. You talk to the plants that are responding, right? And then you kind of put the cart before the horse. Probably is what's going on. But I feel good for you that you want to talk. You're going to be talking to these plants up in your office.
Well, my family's back, and at work I have other people to talk to, so maybe not. I mean, again, it's more about me. We'll see.
But you
what
didn't
happens.
talk to the hermit crab, which is interesting.